The man was on the phone when a car suddenly crashed into him. Fortunately, the man only suffered some injuries, but the driver died on the spot. This made the man more determined to find out the truth. The assistant reinforced the man's new car with bulletproof measures, and also hired around-the-clock personal bodyguard. The truth has not been uncovered yet, but the deceased's case has already gone to trial. The opposing lawyer is the same person who had previously defeated the man for the first time. In court, the opposing lawyer first pointed out how the suspect exploited financially distressed women to make money, gaining the sympathy of the jury for the victim. Then, a forensic examiner was called to testify, confirming that the deceased's hyoid bone and neck vertebrae were fractured. Next, a detective was summoned, testifying that the suspect had personally admitted to having a conflict with the deceased. Lastly, a neighbor also testified that she had heard loud arguments next door. In response to the neighbor's testimony, the man raised questions. The apartment building only had cameras at the front door, not at the back. Whether someone else entered the apartment through other means could not be determined for now, so it couldn't be conclusively determined that the suspect was the murderer. The opposing lawyer then called the most crucial witness to testify. The man claimed that the suspect had attacked him, causing him serious injuries. Because the suspect didn't get enough money, the intention was to prove to the jury that the suspect had a severe tendency for violence. But what the opposing lawyer didn't expect was that, due to his previous defeat, the man was very cautious when facing him this time. He found out that the witness had once won a heavyweight boxing championship. With such strength, it was obviously impossible for the suspect to have injured him. Moreover, the man had also been arrested for illegal business and had been sent for rehabilitation twice before, and was still awaiting the outcome of the third charge. According to the law, if someone has undergone rehabilitation treatment twice, they are not eligible for a third time. So what was going on with the man now? Obviously, someone was giving him favors. Coincidentally, the opposing lawyer had once been the prosecutor in the man's third charge location. The answer was obvious. Lincoln won again, buying precious time for the suspect. The next trial was imminent, and to win the trial, the man prepared a long list of witnesses, which the assistant verified, except for one stranger who had never appeared. And this person was the big gift Lincoln had given to the other side. 33 witnesses, including narcotics police and investigators, while the opposing lawyer only had a week to prepare and investigate these witnesses' information. Soon, it was time for the trial. Normally, defendants would try to avoid showing the jury photos of the victim, as this is a way to garner sympathy for the victim from the jury. But the deceased's case was not normal. The deceased, being the man's former client, was also a colleague and friend of the defendant suspect. They too wanted to find the true murderer, and the evidence in the man's possession would prove that the suspect was not the murderer, but a victim of another case. That night, when the man just returned home, a group of security department officers suddenly appeared at his doorstep and arrested his personal bodyguard on the pretext of arresting illegal immigrants. Obviously, this was a trick by the narcotics police, and he had officially declared war on the man.